Laura here for MTV News with the gorgeous, extremely talented Taylor Swift. How are you?
Thank you for saying that. I'm really good.
And you're here for a particular reason, which is with the gorgeous Wonderstruck, your scent. It's hard to describe a smell, but can you
It is hard to describe a fragrance. It's like, I think for me, I wanted this kind of family of fragrances to be like really romantic and magical and kind of like, you know, daydreaming about love and what it could be, and that to me smells really like warm and sweet and enchanted, and that's why the new one's called Wonderstruck Enchanted. So I don't know, it's really wonderful to get to have the fragrance out in the UK and to walk by and people smell like it. It's wonderful.
That must be weird, because you tell straight away, like, that's my smell, that's my smell.
You can, definitely, because when you go through a long process like that, the whole thing, it takes a long time, so you really kind of get to know the fragrance really well.
I know as a songwriter, when you write songs, you've talked in the past about how you have like hidden messages in the song. Have you incorporated that in with the smell?
Yeah, there are definitely different notes to it. They call them notes. So they go like, you know, the top note is sort of a raspberry, freesia, vanilla, and then underneath that you get that sandalwood, and then it finishes off with sort of a chocolate, addictive, and you're like, yeah.
We've got two scents here, and this is the new one coming out, Enchanted, as you talked about. What's the difference?
I think for me, it's like Wonderstruck. In my mind, I wanted it to be when you first see someone, that kind of feeling you get. Yeah. And then I think Enchanted is the feeling you get after you've met them, after you've fallen in love. It actually comes from a lyric of a song of mine called Enchanted, and the line of the song that I took the title from was a line that said, "I'm wonderstruck, blushing all the way home." So
lovely.
It's kind of that feeling that I wanted to convey.
I want to talk about how it looks as well, because you have little charms and they mean something.
When I had the fragrance designers, I had them come to my apartment and see, like, I have lots of like star lanterns and bird cages and lots of like bird things everywhere.
Bird things. Okay,
bird things. Like bird. I don't know, like bird-themed things.
Like wings and feathers.
Yeah. I think that birds are, I don't know, I like birds and cats. Anyway, so they came to my apartment and they saw all these things, and I wanted them to be inspired by the Moravian star, the bird, and the bird cage. It's all very kind of representative of what I love.
I'm just going to move on a little bit from this and talk about music and the new album, Red. Now, I know you've been asked this question a lot, but I'm going to ask you again. Red. Why red? Something to do with the lipstick.
It doesn't have anything to do with the lipstick, actually. The red lipstick is just kind of a phase I'm going through.
Okay.
But I love the color red for the title, because if you correlate red with, you know, different emotions, you come up with the most intense ones. On this side, you've got like passion and falling in love and that intrigue and adventure and daring. And then on the other side, you've got like anger and jealousy and frustration and betrayal, like really, really legit emotions to write songs about. Yeah. So when I go through the record, I feel like most of the emotions that are kind of depicted are red.
The single, We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together, absolutely great single. And I love the video.
Thank
you.
How
fun was the video to make? Was
like,
it really in one take?
One camera, one take, no editing.
Wow.
We did this whole thing 18 times. Until we finally got it right, and we got the one take that was perfect.
I've heard there's lots of collaborations on Red. Can you discuss any of them?
There are. There's a duet that I wrote with Ed Sheeran.
Oh, one of our own.
He's amazing. I love him, and I love his music, and I have since I first heard it.
Yeah.
So I flew out to a show he was playing. We hung out in a hotel room and like became fast friends and wrote song after song after song, and then he came to LA, and like at my house we like went in my backyard and wrote a song.
Was there a trampoline involved at some stage?
Yeah, we were sitting on a trampoline when we ended up writing the song.
What's your personal favorite song on the album for you?
I think that one of my favorite songs on the album is called Treacherous, and it's a song about kind of falling for someone while at the same time knowing that it could really hurt you. Like it's dangerous. It's like it says this slope is treacherous, you know, and but it talks about like going for it anyway.
It's kind of like what every girl does at some stage. You always go for the ones you shouldn't go for.
Yeah, you do. Well, I do.
Yeah, I think we all do that. It's just a girl thing, isn't it? We'll never learn.